So a pretty interesting start to the morning. If you guys didn't take a look, right at market open, we quickly gapped up, established new highs. Again, during the entire pre-market session, we were showing signs of lower highs and lower lows. We aggressively popped up, became very overbought. A beautiful bull trap. Again, we talked about this during my live trading session today with the LPP team. Made them aware that, hey, this thing gapped up for no reason very quickly within a very short period of time. Again, this is what we like to call a bull trap, where it excites a lot of people to buy in. It shows signs of a previous resistance, and then it ends up getting rejected and retraces literally back to the same previous lows. Now we're retesting that same previous resistance. We'll see if we actually get rejected this time, but it looks like a very similar setup. On the 5-minute time frame, you can see that again, we were showing signs of a descending pattern with lower highs and lower lows on the 5-minute time frame, but on the 30-minute time frame, and this is really what I want to pay attention to. This one, in my opinion, has more weight. The market's been incredibly bullish. We've been showing signs of higher highs and higher lows. We've now, rallied for enough that it looks like the market is testing support here at the moving average. That is right around QQQ, right? That is right around 485 for QQQ. So you can see that, yes, if we do begin to break above, then hopefully end up recovering and working towards exceeding previous highs. But we also can't ignore the idea that, well, what if we do get rejected here? And it's testing this moving average more now than ever it has in the past 2 to 3 weeks, that if we do break below, we have a huge gap down. Now look at this. On the 1 hour time frame, the 4 hour time frame, you could see the way that the market rallies, right? It rallies, then has this descending channel. It rallied, and then as this descending channel. It rallied, and now it's overbought enough that we could begin to enter this descending channel, right? So from the 4 hour to the 30-minute time frame, you can see why I'm paying so close attention to this potential break below the moving average, because if we do end up selling off and aggressively sell off, then we have huge gap down potential. And when looking at the 4 hour, it's very easy to see, again, this descending channel, right? The lower highs, the lower lows, the lower highs, the lower lows. That's what I'm waiting to see. And it looks like we're possibly in the very early stages of those lower highs and lower lows. And remember, when the NASDAQ market sells off, everything will sell off. Clicking on the 5-minute time frame, you can see it again. Market looks just fine right now. But when you look at SMCI, a quick push, also a pretty significant drop. Remember, SMCI was the one that announced the news last week. We aggressively sold off. We've been trying to recover. It recovered at one point like 15 to 16% overall from its lows that it made. But now it looks like it's getting rejected. And can we gap down? Remember, the more it sells off, the more money you can make shorting this company that is showing signs of weakness and potential selling pressure. The other one that I want to bring to your attention is also MU. This one also is somewhat more on the bullish side because it exceeded expectation for earnings, but it quickly gapped up 15 to 20% last week after reporting earnings, and it's been selling off ever since then. I like making you aware, again, not just of stocks that are bullish, just like we did last week, but also stocks that might be bearish and showing signs of some potential retracement. So definitely a stock that I'm paying attention to this week. Nvidia is also one that's quite interesting because it quickly gapped up right at market open, just like NASDAQ did. And look at this, another beautiful bull trap, because we were showing signs of lower highs, lower lows all during this pre-market session. And right at open, it skyrocketed for no given reason. It sold off, corrected itself very aggressively. Now it's going back to retest. So again, as of right now, it is an ascending channel, but you cannot be surprised that if we do break the support, and again, the NASDAQ market does begin to get rejected, we have a big gap down on Nvidia, and you cannot be surprised if, again, we begin to see that selling pressure. But let's wait for that confirmation for NASDAQ to begin to sell off, because if NASDAQ sells off, then so will Nvidia. And again, there's money to be made when it sells off. The only people that freak out when markets pull on back are those that did not prepare. The only other thing that I want to make sure that you are aware of is that Jerome Powell today does speak at 1:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or I believe that's at 10:55 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So just something to be aware of, because when he speaks, yes, we could see a quick shift of direction in the market very quickly that no technicals would have prepared you for. Remember, it's a reaction to whatever it is that he's saying, and more volatility tends to present itself when he begins to speak. It's good to be aware, because again, if you don't want to expose yourself to that type of volatility, then again, don't be surprised. Other than that, I do want to remind you that, again, today's September 30th. It's the last day of the month. And today is going to be officially the final day, as you guys can see, officially the final day before prices go up for LPP. So if you've been waiting to sign up, now is the best time. It's going to be the second link in the description down below, and we even have a discount there for you. If you wait until October, the price is going to jump up to $700. And again, if you want to wait, all power to you. But again, if you want to buy it at the cheapest price point to get access to watch me trade live every single morning, it's the second link in the description down below. I appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.